It's now clear that the Soviet Union has suffered one of the worst disasters in the history of nuclear power.
Wow, that's a lot.
How much?
5 microseconds. It's still rising.
It took only 2 hours and a half for them to evacuate 15,000 people from here.
Внимание, внимание! Внимание, внимание! Внимание, внимание! Уважаемые товарищи! Городской совет народных депутатов сообщает, что в связи с аварией на Чернобыльской атомной электростанции в городе Припяти складывается неблагоприятная радиационная обстановка. Партийными и советскими органами, воинскими частями принимаются необходимые меры. Однако, с целью обеспечения полной безопасности людей и в первую очередь детей возникает необходимость провести временную эвакуацию жителей города в пункты Киевской области.
It was contaminated and it was a threat of fire because these trees, they got dried. So all these trees around, you can see they are new one and they grown after the liquidation. If you see a burnt tree, it
I think so.
Вот это вот забрали.
We're going to enter the central hall of reactor number 3. So we will go up at Mach 35 meters. 2000. That is the system of the centralized control of the basic reactor equipment. So don't worry. That is the signal for training, for the personnel training. Did not have the normative documentation developed, right? We didn't have infrastructure for this very activity. It has been developed within these 20 years. I'm talking about, for example, 2 plants for radioactive waste management, liquid and solid radioactive waste management, which were accumulated within the years of Chernobyl nuclear power plant operation. Right. We are talking about a new spent fuel storage facility, which is nowadays operational. He was a very ambitious person. That's why Dyatlov gave a command to increase the level of capacity. Toptunov and Akimov, they didn't support him in this very decision. They thought that it was not a good idea to increase the level of capacity in this very situation when the reactor was not stable enough. Dyatlov insisted, right? He told them that they were not professional, they were not experienced, So he insisted on the increase of the level of capacity. Toptunov, he managed to increase the level of capacity. But what was the price? He managed to increase the level of capacity up to 200 megawatt. And the capacity was stabilized at this very level. But what was the price of it? Toptunov had to remove some additional absorbers out of the reactor core. That's why the operative reactivity margin became less than it was specified by the normative documentation. And this very step, it had become fatal. Just because of this, reactor control and protection system became ineffective. Let us see. AZ5 red button, right? It is located here. AZ5 red button. We are at the control room of unit number 3, right? So here, a red button, just like this, it was replaced by a key. But at the control room of unit number 4, in April 1986, there was a red button just like this. Okay. Just like this. It was a device which was designed to shut down the reactor in any situation. Emergency, not emergency, to shut down the reactor. That was the function of this very device. Sometimes people ask, well, was it possible to prevent the explosion? For a historical place where all the decisions on that very night were made. Unfortunately, fatal decisions. Fatal for these very people, for Chernobyl nuclear power plant, for all the world community. That is the area decided, where it decided the level of exposure dose rate of gamma radiation might be up to 10 microsievert per hour. 10 microsieverts. It went to drum separators, they are located higher. Drum separators. So, steam fraction and water fraction, they were separated, right? Water went for one more circuit for cooling, and steam. They are located in one and the same building. Because after the explosion of reactor number 4, one of the primary tasks was to ensure the safe operation of reactor number 3. That's why this very wall was constructed between them. Yeah. Now we are approximately, 50 meters far from the destroyed reactor 4. It is located here, behind this very wall. A permissible dose for you is 0.1 millisievert. Yeah? So what have you? 0.1, and you've got 0.002. Even less. Sorry, 0.0 the same.